Well, I've brought you to Thompson Building Materials a couple of times to get inspired for whatever project you're working on at your home. And today I want to talk with Meredith Farrell, one of the design consultants here, because Thompson traditionally uses outdoor materials in a very creative way inside. They have this beautiful showroom, and we're going to go through that. Meredith, how do people get out of their own way and use these traditionally outdoor materials in inside installations like you have going around in the showroom here?
Our showroom is a great place to start. We have lots of ideas and inspirations for them to kind of visualize these type of products in their own home. And that actually was the idea behind the showroom itself when we opened 3 years ago, was to use products indoors that people typically think of as outdoor products.
Well, and when you said some inspiration, that is a little bit of an undersell, Meredith, a little bit of an undersell. The entire showroom, right? It's floor to ceiling. These are unconventional materials.
Yes, brick, natural stone, porcelain tile, but all products that can be used indoors and out.
Are there products that make better sense in certain applications, whether something like a stone that makes more sense as a floor versus as a wall coating or as a wall itself?
Definitely. And we do usually ask the question when people come in, especially homeowners. We will typically ask the question of what type of application they're thinking of using a certain material for, so that we can let them know if it's the proper material for that use.
Are there any things that we should just notably stick away from?
Everything has a place.
I love it. So there are really no rules. That's what you need to learn about Thompson. There are no rules, but you're going to get the guidance that you need.
Right.
Because the design consultants, just like Meredith, you can come here and actually see her. We'll walk you through all this process. What's that like? You come in and you ask, what kind of project are you working on? And then how does it go from there? You just find out what materials they like?
Definitely. So a lot of times people will walk in and say, I want that. And they're just in love with what they see and hear, and they just want to replicate it in their own home, or they have something else in mind entirely. And they kind of go along with that process, and we can help them choose. It's a pretty overwhelming selection.
Yeah.
So we try to help them narrow it down and get a feel for what their likes and dislikes are, and help them make their selection that way.
So speaking of exactly what we'll see here in the showroom, let's go through a couple different examples. This wall in front of us has 3 different looks to it.
Right, and this is actually one type of stone. It's a natural stone, limestone out of Kansas. And it's showing you, by using different cuts and textures, how you can change the look of the color.
Which is something I never would have thought of ever. Between texture and color, it's bringing so much visual interest to the space.
Definitely.
And then another great example, behind us you have brick in the fireplace. That's traditional. We think of that all the time. It's a great space for brick.
Of course.
But you also have a gorgeous brick archway, because why not?
Right. I mean, it's
stunning.
It's stunning. It's gorgeous. And we also, we've used it on our brick barrel ceilings in the living room here. But definitely, the fireplace is the most conventional use of brick that people would think of. And people love brick. Brick's making a huge comeback. So we like to use it in places that people necessarily wouldn't think of using it.
So don't be afraid to use these traditionally outdoor materials anywhere inside in your home, and you can get the guidance that you need from Thompson Building Materials. Come see them today. They are just 5 miles outside of downtown.